Episode 536.
Don't forget to keep leveling when you get home. You don't want to fall way behind like Steamed Bun did after the last event.
Yishu finally set aside his so-called work and walked over, offering some earnest advice to Tang Ru as she prepared to leave.
Got it.
Tang Ru smiled.
Here, take this red envelope.
Chen Guo handed over a large red envelope.
Hey, thanks, boss. Happy New Year.
Tang Ru's smile brightened, and she accepted it without a hint of hesitation.
So, where's mine?
Instead of refusing, we've got someone here who's asking for it.
What's the rush?
Chen Guo rolled her eyes and ignored him.
I'm not even going home. Consider this my overtime pay, all right?
Little Tang, I'll call a car for you.
Chen Guo simply ignored Ye Shu. After a month of working together, Chen Guo still held Ye Shu's skill in the highest regard, but any sense of worship or awe, that was completely gone.
Take care on the road.
Ye Shu came out as well, waving Tang Ru off.
Happy New Year.
Tang Ru waved to Ye Shu, slipped into the taxi waiting by the curb, and drove off under the watchful gazes of Chen Guo and Ye Shu.
All right, let's head back.
Ye Shu hunched his shoulders slightly and called out to Chen Guo.
Mm-hmm.
Chen Guo acknowledged him, and the two of them headed back to the internet cafe.
Still open?
Ye Shu asked, pointing at the internet cafe's entrance. Chen Guo glanced over.
Might as well leave it on.
Well, we put up a tree for Christmas. Shouldn't we decorate something for the spring festival?
Chen Guo was taken aback.
I never really thought about that.
That's just common sense, isn't it?
I've always been on my own. Couldn't be bothered.
Well, not this year. The weather's nice, so maybe we should go get some New Year's supplies too.
The weather's fine. Who was it that just said they were cold?
You're cold because you're not wearing enough.
Ye Shu rushed upstairs, came back down wrapped in a coat, and was stared at by Chen Guo for a long, dumbfounded moment.
You don't have a second jacket, do you?
Spot on.
You just moved across the street, didn't you? Too lazy to even bring your own stuff?
Get this straight. I didn't quit my job just to become a net cafe manager here.
So where's your stuff?
Probably back at the dorm.
Oh, I'll go with you to get it. I'd go 100 times, no problem.
It's nothing important.
That's not important.
Obviously, what Chen Guo cared about wasn't Ye Shu's stuff at all.
So, a fan, huh? No need to rush. She's on break too, so we can just invite her over to hang out sometime.
Which day?
Which day did you have in mind?
Every day.
I'll ask her about it later.
All right, let's go get some New Year's supplies right now.
At the mention of this, Chen Guo perked right up. After a quick tidy-up, the two of them left the internet cafe together.
I'm not just talking about your jacket, am I?
Chen Guo started digging for gossip.
What are you trying to say?
Ye Shu shot her a sidelong glance.
Have you even showered and changed?
Considering our schedules are completely out of sync, I'll forgive your powers of observation being so lacking.
But I don't think I've ever seen you go out to buy anything.
Taobao, my friend.
Chen Guo shopping for New Year's goods was as unrestrained as ever. Whether it was traditional, trendy, decorative, practical, useful, or utterly useless, if she liked it, she wouldn't haggle. She'd pay on the spot, then point straight at Ye Shu. The beaming holiday vendors, wishing him a happy new year and prosperity, proceeded to pile all the packages, big and small, into Ye Shu's hands. Chen Guo walked ahead with her hands clasped behind her back, her head held high. Imagining Ye Shu trailing behind like a scolded puppy, she was already certain this new year would be a fulfilling one.
How much for this, and this, boss?
Chen Guo decided to make her shopping spree even more thorough. She stopped at a stall and, without even looking at what was for sale, pointed at a few items that caught her eye and asked the price. As she did, she glanced back over her shoulder with a smug look. only to find no one there. Yi Shu, who should have been right behind her, was gone. Just moments ago, when she was paying for her things, Shen Guo clearly remembered Ye Shu following right behind her. It was the day before New Year's Eve. Not many people waited until the very last minute to do their big holiday shopping. Still, you couldn't say there were none. Shen Guo stood on her tiptoes, straining for a look, but she couldn't spot Ye Shu anywhere. With a sigh, she abandoned the items she'd just priced and retraced her steps to find him. She hadn't gone more than a few steps before she was thoroughly annoyed. Ye Shu was right next to the stall where they'd just bought their New Year's goods. He'd borrowed a little folding stool from somewhere and was sitting on it, leisurely smoking a cigarette. He just dumped his new purchases in a pile beside him, looking for all the world like a vendor himself. Yi Shu's eyes were sharp. He spotted Chen Guo quickly and gave her an enthusiastic wave. Chen Guo stormed over, but she was at a loss for words. She looked at the pile of stuff on the floor. Shen Guo had to admit she'd bought a bit too much. To deny them a break now would be downright inhumane.
So, is that enough?
Yi Shu asked this quite modestly. This haul would be more than enough for 5 spring festivals. When it came to the couplets, Chen Guo liked this one, loved that one, and by the end of her shopping spree, she'd somehow managed to buy 7 full sets. Yi Shu did the math. The main door to Happy Internet Cafe, the bathroom, the doors to the suite he shared with Chen Guo and Tang Ru, then the 2 bedroom doors inside, the door to his little storage room, plus the kitchen door. If they put one on each, that would be just right. He just wasn't sure if Chen Guo had done the math the same way.
Can't lift it anymore.
Of course.
Unlike Tang Ru, Ye Shu knew when to admit defeat and wouldn't stubbornly double down.
All right, let's head back.
Shen Guo said this, but bent down to pick up a few things.
Yeah, we should have left ages ago.
Yi Shu let out a long breath, picked up the remaining items, and headed home, his shopping done.